Hey, what's going on, YouTube fam? It's the Appliance Guru coming to you with another video. Just wanted to share this with you guys, and maybe there's somebody out there that can give me some good advice, point me in the right direction. I recently started what they call as stacking or collecting precious metals. Um, so I first, just quick little backstory. I first started collecting these actually on accident. I didn't really even know that there were quarters and coins out there that were made out of 90% silver. Um, I just would notice sometimes that there was quarters that I had that felt different and sounded different when you clink them. They sounded different from all the other ones. So I just would set them aside every time I got one. I set them aside, put them in a little bag, a little box, and just go about my day. So a few years later go by, and I called a coin shop near me, and the guy just told me that I guess prior to 1964, almost it was I think dimes, quarters, and some half dollars were made out of 90% silver, and I guess these they don't take them at face value. They take them at value for the silver in them. Um, so I had one, two, three, four, five, six. I had six quarters that were all silver quarters that were all prior to 1964, and I had a couple of pesos. Um, for example, this one is 28 grams of 90% silver, and this one is 30 grams of 90% silver. I also picked these coins up, like I just kept them. This one's a 1776 through 1976 Roosevelt tribute $1 coin, and this is the same. This is also a 1706 through 1976. I think this looks like Kennedy. Could be somebody else, but I think that's Kennedy. And then a very old dollar coin. It doesn't have a date, but I just decided to hang on to it. And then this 1979 $1 coin. I don't know who that is on the face, but I asked him about these, and I had seen this one, I guess on Etsy. It was going for a couple $1,000, but I guess it was like a different mint or a certain mint or uncirculated. I honestly don't know how all that works. Like I said, I just got into it, but I guess he said these are just face value coins. They don't really have extra value. Um, but yeah, so I picked these up. I pretty much just picked them up at face value, and I saved them over the last couple of years. Um, he was paying, I think, it was like $2.90 per quarter, per silver quarter. So here had about maybe about two, about three, six, nine, 12, 15, about $18 more or less, which is pretty great. You know, that's almost what, 4, 5, 6, almost about 7 times their face value. And these, he said I think he would pay me like $9 or $10 for these coins, but I decided to hang on to them, and um I bought this 1 troy ounce silver bar. I paid $21 for it. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna hang on to it. I think I'm gonna start collecting this stuff. And I also bought this 99.9% 20 grams of gold. It's the Perth Mint, Australia, and I paid $1,024 for this one. Super expensive, actually, but I guess they come in this case because like he was saying, these things get they get bootlegged. He says there's a bunch of bootlegs out there, and I guess they're bootlegging this case now too, but it's a lot harder to bootleg. And I also bought a couple extra quarters, two more pre-1964 quarters, and I believe this is a $50. Yep, pre-1964. I thought it was kind of cool. It was I don't want to pull it out of the packaging, and I did. I think it was like a 1930s half dollar, and I paid about $14 and change for these three. Like I said, $1,024 for the gold and $21 for the silver. I just started doing it, and I went back about a month later. Gold was on the up and up, and I think it was only offering me like $990 for this this gold. So I would have lost like a good $50-$60 if I wanted to sell it back to him. I didn't really ask him much for the silver, but and the coins, I think they went up like 30 cents per in the last month or so. So anyways, I just thought it was, if any of you out there know a little bit more about this or know what's better to stack. I've seen a bunch of videos. A lot of people say junk silver is better. A lot of people say bars of, bullion is better. I honestly don't know. Obviously, as you can see, really, really new to this. But I figured it's kind of cool to have some precious metal around just in case the dollar goes belly up. And I'm not looking to get rich on this or become very wealthy off of it. I just see it as, I guess, some sort of security. Although it does kind of suck that you pay premiums for these bars, and then you'll still probably won't make as much as you paid for them when you try to resell them, even though gold went up since the time that you bought them, if you know what I'm saying. I guess it's just, it's better than GameStop, I guess. You buy a brand new game and you go from the store that you bought it from straight to GameStop, and they'll give you 20% of what you paid for it. But yes, anyways, so if there's any tips, tricks, or you guys know anything, or anybody can explain why there's certain coins that are worth a lot, but the same coin, if it's not a certain mint, it's not worth as much. I don't really understand that. I'd be really happy if somebody educated me on that. Anyways, yeah, it'd be cool to get in touch with some other people that collect these or stack, and see what you guys recommend. Okay, well, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I'd appreciate a like. Bye bye.